I've tried to align my strategies. We'll talk about what the barbell means, but align my strategies with my unique strengths.
What is the number one secret to building barbell wealth?
Yeah, it's a good question. Maybe I illustrate this by the mistakes that I made when I first got into business. As you know, there is a ton of ways to make money in real estate, and oftentimes it can, you know, manifest itself into these shiny object syndromes. And so, I think first things first is you got to understand yourself. There's a lot of valid ways to earn, build wealth and different things. But probably only a few that are really useful to an individual playing their game. And so I think a lot of what I learned is that you've got to have clarity on who you are, what your strengths are, and just as importantly, what your weaknesses are. And um, I found that building a transactional based business is uh, not really for me. Like I said, my biggest strength I think is relationship building, and so I've tried to align my strategies. We'll talk about what the barbell means, but align my strategies with my unique strengths. And a lot of that has to do with, you know, businesses that are based on relationships and not necessarily transactions.
Excellent. So first secret is to understand thyself, know thyself, and then also realize that, hey, you can make real estate, you can make wealth in real estate in lots of different ways. But not every way is actually best fit for you. So it's kind of taking the reverse approach in that scenario. So it sounds like it's secret number one, but also know thy weaknesses as well. Is that a fair summary so far, Paul?
I'd say so, yeah. And I think that a lot of people get caught up in, I like to say this phrase of seeking consensus too early in the process. You know, is it commercial real estate? Is it ground up development? Is it multifamily? Is it single family wholesaling or flipping? All these different things. And all of these ways are completely valid ways to make money in real estate. But I bring it back to what is your solvable problem? You know, again, as an engineer, I think of these things as how do we create a solvable problem here? And oftentimes we pick strategies. I had a tendency to do this, pick strategies because it was a valid way to make money. When I started aligning with my own strengths, my own weaknesses, things like this, started finding a lot more success in real estate, and it started becoming a lot more fun.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that approach. It seems like it's the correct and the most sensible way to start versus the other way, right? So great. So that's secret number one: know thyself, know thy strengths, weaknesses, and realize that it's going to be you're going to be open to where that leads you to, not the other way around.